right, good morning, everyone. Thank you, boys and girls and teachers, for being here. A big thank you to our parents and friends and family and neighbors who are joining us through the joys of technology. I'm going to turn it over right away to the Erickson sisters, or at least part of the Erickson sisters, and they're going to lead us in our pledge and school motto.
I'm Chloe. Please stand for the pledge. I promise to keep my faith,
All right, that was wonderful. Stay standing, because we always do the Pledge of Allegiance to our flag first. Just like on the morning show, first the American flag with our hands over our hearts, and we'll have someone else lead us in that. But thank you, we're all good. Now, this will be the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you so much. You may be seated. All right, boys and girls. Thank you. I see one quiet Cody. I don't need to see any hands. The lips are closed. There's no occasion for you to talk until you leave this room. No occasion at all to anybody for anything. All right. One of my favorite parts of my job is to recognize students who excel academically and do their best and get good grades, earn good grades. Those are not given by teachers. Those are earned by students. And so we're going to call our third grade A honor roll first. And we'll go ahead and call the fourth grade honor roll. Fourth grade, you can make the second row. And fifth grade, you can make the third row. And we'll have each row leave and step forward so that the people at home can see you on the front row. All right, remember, no clapping if we get all the kids up here. A honor roll, all A's. This also means no N's or U's in special areas or in conduct. So that's a tough thing to do. From Miss Anchich's class, Michael Renesate. From Miss Barquez, Ava Mummy, Caitlin Harrison, Linda Torres. From Miss Jackson, Amelia Hutto. And from Miss Sikoski, Jason Herbert. Going on to fourth grade, from Miss Baxley's class. I can't believe children in the front row are talking. From Miss Baxley's class, Tanner Baker, Travis Barber, Tanner Dorscheit, Rebecca Mobley, Junior Montalvo Avellaneda, Aaliyah Sant. From Miss Fletcher's class, Aiden Epps, Karina Usabi Fazel. From Miss Marquez, Giovanni Torres. From Miss Melendez, Daniel Hernandez, Brady Turo. And from Miss Rosato's class, Emmanuel Delgado. And then coming to our third row, from Miss Holler's class, Blake Allen, Leilani Farmer, Kenneth Howell, Chloe Erickson. From Miss Calamine's class, Zachary Plant, Chloe Holler, Preston Barber. From Miss Leon, Savannah Connolly, Dawson Davis, Morgan Underwood. And from Miss Murphy, Amir Montesaunders and Max Seymour. Boys and girls, you worked hard and you rock. Let's give a round of applause for our third grade students. Round of applause for our third grade. And it's super nice to see such a large group of fifth graders. Sometimes it's harder when school gets harder, it gets harder to be on the honor roll. So fifth graders, step forward into the spotlight. All right, the next list is so long, boys and girls, because it's the AB honor roll, and we'll only have one grade level up here at a time. So listen for your names, and as you leave the stage, boys and girls, keep those mouths quiet. All right, AB honor roll in third grade. From Miss Antich, Tatum Eason, Luke Cinchetti, Riker Leon, Jalea Phillips. From Miss Barber, Quinn Saucier, Alexander Velasquez, Blake Young. From Ms. Barquez, Aiden Aquino, Viviana Aviles, Eli Calderon Ramos, Ziana Coker, Genesis Cole, Hunter DeBow, Javier Medina, Melody Noah, and Annabelle Sprague. From Ms. Butler, Jaden Chavez Nunez, Adriana Montez, Anna McDonenberg, and Liam Sanchez. From Ms. Hand, Layla Alvarez, Julia James, Angel Plancart, Johnny Scanlon, Neutron. From Ms. Jackson's class, Kevin Romero Hernandez. Ms. Light, if you'll let them know when to start a second line. And then from Ms. Sikoski's class, Skylar Baker, Ava Garcia, and Kadrian Worthen. Good job, boys and girls. We have one more quarter to try and get on that A honor roll. Who's going to go for it? Who's going to go for A honor roll? I hope so. All right. Big round of applause for our third grade. All right, clap again. We've got more reasons. All right, excellent. As we leave the stage, there should be no talking in the audience. When you see your friends, you can smile at them, you can give them a thumbs up, but you can say the words congratulations later. All right, fourth grade honor roll for ABs. Sadly, I hear lots of talking. Could one of the adults over here in this corner step to that stairwell so we can monitor the noise in the stairwell? Thank you. From Ms. Baxley's class, Lucas Compton, Anastasia DeSoto, Robert Hickey, and Aiden O'Neill. From Ms. Collette, Haley Howell, Darian Owens. From Ms. Fletcher, Ruth Skye Britt, Grayson Mitchell, Jordan Salvas, and Charlie Seymour. From Ms. Marquez, Max Diaz, Jace Fezenden, Larissa Prieto Perez, Denisha Rodriguez Fuentes, Aaron Story, Jackson Watson, and Vincent Webb. From Ms. Melendez's class, Darian Fort, Michael Graham, Andrew Jacobs, and Riley Langman. From Ms. Rosado, Elena Watkins, Alex Mobley, and Diamond Craig. I think we're going to need 2 lines. All right, while this group's coming, let's go ahead and clap for row 1, All right, another round of applause. Excellent work. I didn't mention it, but the students on the A honor roll all got a ribbon and a kids meal at Chili's. All of these students got an A honor roll pencil and Burger King meals, okay? And so that is what the 5th graders will get. We'll carry on as soon as you're quiet. Teachers, please help with your students. No one should be talking, boys and girls. All right, 5th grade honor roll, AB. From Ms. Holler's class, Caleb Easter, Brooke Erickson, Layla Erickson. From Ms. Leon's class, Bradley Morris, Lindell Worthen. From Ms. Murphy, Blake Chartier, Ashley Gomez, Jenna Law. Mr. Wynn, I don't know how to say your first name, but I know how to say your last name, so I'm halfway there. Jasper O'Donnell, Jamie Sunkar, Peggy Taylor, and Jacqueline Urias Escobar. And from Ms. Brooks, Jacob Rose, and from Mr. Robinson, Caleb Babcock, and Liam Lockhart. Way to go, boys and girls. Awesome job. Let's wait till we get a full line and then we'll clap. Teachers, I have ordered ribbons for AB honor roll, and so you'll get those in your boxes. They did not arrive in time. All right, big round of applause. It would be very embarrassing if you were a teacher's child and I said your name in front of everybody. All right, we now have some awards that we're not used to having. It's very exciting because we've just finished our science fair and I'm going to announce the winners. We're going to start with third place winners. We'll do that for each grade level. We'll do that for each grade level, and I'll read the names of the winning group, and you are receiving a trophy for your classroom that stays in your classroom with your teacher, and later on you'll be getting first, second, or third place ribbons, and your teacher will have them in the boxes, and you can take these home. Okay? Third place in third grade is for Erosion in Motion from Ms. Sikoski's class. That's Lyndon McDonald, Mason Haber, Jay Stouffer, and Zoe Price. Please come to the stage. Third place in fourth grade was What Type of Rain Causes Erosion the Fastest by Ms. Marquez's class with David Garces, Aaron Sims, and Luvia Martinez. And third place for fifth grade was The Foil Boats from Ms. Murphy's class, Peggy Taylor, Kayla Guerrero, Jenna Law, and Tristan Hedge. Every one of these students will have a lovely white ribbon, and it has a spot on the back where you can write what it's for, so you can save it and keep it. As soon as all of those students arrive, we will give our third place winners a round of applause. All right, let's squeeze a little bit to the left so we can see everybody, not hiding behind the curtain. Everybody step to the left. Now you can give them a proper round of applause. All right, thank you, students and teachers, for your hard work on those science fair projects. I know you can't wait to see who earned second place. Thank you, Ms. Baxley. I see you trying to take care of some of your friends. I don't know all their names, but it would be really embarrassing if I had to say the name of someone on the morning show. That would be mortifying. All right, third grade, second place for Mealworm Transformation by Ms. Sikoski's class. That would be Audrey Sikoski, Hazel Osborne, Tatum Eason, and Skylar Baker. Please make your way to the stage. Second place in fourth grade, Which Material Cleans a Penny the Best from Ms. Marquez's class? Katie Kelly, Andrew Jacobs, Zuri Colon, and Pamela Knowles. And second place in fifth grade goes to the Bouncy Bouncy Moo group from Miss Murphy's class. Hey, Raylan Alir, Jamie Sunkar, Aylin Cruz, Ashley Gomez, and Jacqueline Rias. Appreciate your patience as we wait for all of our friends to get up here. Remember, the trophy stays with the teacher, and this group will get a nice red ribbon for second place. Of course, we save the best for last, but let's give our second round winners a round of applause. All right, thank you so much. All right, we're receiving blue ribbons. Blue ribbons are always the first place ribbons. In third grade, first place goes to Ms. Hand and Ms. Brooks's classes for moon craters. I do not have a list of students from Ms. Hand's class. Oh, it's the whole class. Okay, well, we're not going to get the whole class up here because that would be a squeeze, but we'll clap for them in a minute. First place in fourth grade. Which type of bird beak is the best for eating seeds from Ms. Marquez's class again? Jace Aubin, Haley Howell, and Bo Preach. Those three students would come up. And first place, boys and girls, there should be 0 talking. First place in fifth grade for the Serious S'mores in Ms. Holler's class, Chloe Holler, Blake Griffin, Julia Vences, and Michael DeSoto. Please make your way forward. Let's speed up the walk, girls. Come on, Miss Holler. Walk with purpose. Here we go. They did have a far way to come. They did have a far way to come. Now, in your imagination, we've got Miss Hand's class, and Miss Brooks's class up here. So in your imagination, you're clapping for them too, but we don't have room up here because that's a lot of people. But give a round of applause to all of our first grade class. Teachers, watch your mailboxes for those ribbons. All right, as hard as it is to do science fair projects, and as hard as it is to get straight A's or all A's and B's, sometimes it's even harder to be here all day, on time every day and all here. And I have a very few students who have earned perfect attendance. You can't see the list, but if I hold it up, there are lots of names crossed off. That means they were here every day, but either they came in late or they left early, so they get crossed off the list. Perfect attendance means perfect. High standards. Here are the students who were perfect attendance from January the 5th until March the 10th. From Miss Barber's class, Gabriel Rogers. From Miss from Miss Sikoski's class, Skylar Baker and Bryson Thompson. From Miss Baxley's class, Rebecca Mobley. Also from Miss Johnson's class, Alex Mobley. It helps if your mom works here and comes to school every day. From Miss Melendez and Riley Lampman, and from Miss Holler, Layla Erickson. They are getting a Sonic gift card or free meal and their perfect attendance pencil. And interestingly enough, no, I won't point that out. Never mind. Boys and girls, try to do this. I know sometimes you're late because of your parents or because of your brother or sister. We don't count you late if the bus comes in late. Okay? But all here, all day is our goal. Let's see how many more people we can get up here for quarter four. Quarter four is lots of review for testing. Parents, it's super important for your students to be here. We start instruction at 7:45 and we keep going until 2:05, so they can't miss a minute if they're going to be successful. All right, big round of applause for perfect attendance. All right, and our final awards are always my favorite awards because they are our character awards. You remember that in January we talked about empathy and not just showing sympathy and expressing that, but truly feeling what another person is feeling and really sharing their feelings. In February we talked about kindness and showing kindness, and in March we talked about fairness. And hopefully if you've watched the morning show, you know that fair doesn't always mean getting the same stuff, but it means being treated the same. All of the adults in this building have walked by my office door, and I have $2 bills on my door. One of them looks like it just came out of the mint. And it's beautiful and crisp and clean and perfect. And one of them is all scrumbled up. It looks like it's been in the washing machine a few times. But my teachers know that those dollar bills have the same value. They're all worth $1, no matter how they look, no matter how they act. They're all worth the same, and so we treat them the same. And fairness is treating everyone the same by getting them what they need, not always the same thing. So I'm going to call all grade levels up here for January for showing empathy. And they're going to come alphabetical order by class, so listen for your names. From Miss Antich, Hazel Osborne. From Miss Barber, Gabriel. From Miss Marquez, Ava Mummy. From Miss Butler, Sayla Costa. From Miss Hand, Ryder Dumont. From Miss Jackson, Simona Jimenez. From Miss Sikoski, Keegan Earhart. From Miss Baxley, Tanner Baker. From Miss Collette, Sable Leal. From Miss Fletcher, Jordan Salvis. From Miss Marquez, Melanie Rodriguez Lopez. Someone in the third row is talking. Okay. From Miss Melendez's class, Kiana Lee Parker, I think I said that right, maybe not. From Miss Rosado, Haley Mabey. From Ms. Holler, Caleb Easter. From Ms. Calamine, Michael DeSoto. From Ms. Leon, Mariah Green. From Ms. Murphy, Jenna Law. And from Mr. Robinson, William Lockhart. Since they're coming, I want everybody to take 2 steps to the left, starting right here. 2 steps to the left, and we'll make room for the rest of the group. Oh, we were going to try to do 1 row. I was squeezing them over. Never mind. It's all right. We'll do 2 rows. Round of applause for row 1. Thank you for showing empathy to your friends. And being an empathetic classmate. All right, and now our second row can step forward. I know you love these classmates because when you're having a rough day, they're the ones who step in and say, I know how you feel, I've had a day like that before, and they really empathize with you. All right. For February, showing kindness. Whose class is in the 3rd row? Can I get a teacher to come sit down here with this 3rd row class right here? Thank you. They're having some trouble. All right, from Ms. Antich, Arabella Langtree. From Ms. Barber, Sophia Cagle. From Ms. Barquez, Brody Downs. From Ms. Butler, Adriana Montez. From Ms. Hand, Jerry Machado Devon. From Ms. Jackson, Sashiana Ware. From Ms. Sikoski, Zaya Sanders. From Ms. Baxley, Junior Montalvo Avellaneda. From Ms. Collette, Katie Wemble. From Ms. Fletcher, Jaleel Johnson. From Ms. Marquez, Denisha Rodriguez Cifuentes. From Ms. Melendez, Camille Hart. From Ms. Rosado, Donald Hare. And in 5th grade, from Ms. Holler, Danny Broom. From Ms. Calamine, Jeremiah Martinez. From Ms. Leon, Bradley Morris. From Ms. Murphy, Jamie Sankar. And from Mr. Robinson, Jackson Green. Let's give them just a moment. Step all the way down 2 steps to the left, and we'll be able to fit everybody in 1 row. Squeeze together. A big round of applause for our friends. Maybe for March fairness, we can do it 1 row. Step forward and then final round of applause. Raise your hand if one of the students you saw on the stage for empathy in January or for kindness in February was actually empathetic towards you or kind to you. Isn't it great that we have these kind of classmates? All right, hands down. Last round of character awards. They are receiving a Chili's meal, I believe, and a Harborview Dolphin Sticker Student of the Month to put on their car window or somewhere where their parents say it's okay. As soon as you're quiet, I'll call the list. From Ms. Antich, I think it says Callie Weston. From Ms. Barber, Caden Young. From Ms. Barquez, Caitlin Harrison. From Ms. Butler, Kelvin Porter. From Ms. Hand, Julia James. From Ms. Jackson, Kevin Romero Hernandez. From Ms. Sikoski, Bryson Thompson. From Ms. Baxley, Rebecca Mobley. From Ms. Collette, Autumn Walters. From Ms. Fletcher, Peyton Burns. From Ms. Marquez's class, Samson Gonzalez. And Ms. Melendez's class, Zuri Colon. From Ms. Rosado, Lena Thayer. From Ms. Holler, Maynard Barquero. From Ms. Calamine, Madison Snowden. From Ms. Leon, Christina Lockhart. From Ms. Murphy, Ricardo Gillard. And from Mr. Robinson, Natasha Hernandez. Guys, it goes through all the way down. We're going to try to get this group on 1 row. Stand shoulder to shoulder. And we'll be able to fit. All right. Couple more coming up the ramp. Squeeze, squeeze. Move left. Move left. We can do this. We can do this. Room for 1 more. 1 more coming. Boys and girls, thank you for treating others fairly. It's super important because life is not fair, but people can be fair. All right, big round of applause. And the thing that you need to remember, boys and girls in the audience, if you weren't up here on the stage, maybe you struggle in math and you can do your best in math and your highest grade in math might be a C, because that would have been Miss Baxley. I worked hard, but I was a C girl in math. Math is not my thing. I could get A's in science and in reading and in social studies. But everyone can show good character. Everyone can show fairness and empathy and kindness. I can't wait to see what our character word is going to be for the month of April coming up next week. We'll practice that. Boys and girls, you would not be here, literally physically here in this room, if your parents didn't get you up and get you here, whether that's putting you in a car or putting you on the bus. Sometimes that's a mom or a dad, sometimes it's an auntie or a grandma or whoever loves you and takes care of you. Maybe it's even a neighbor who gives you a ride to school. You also would not be here if it were not for the other adults standing in this room. Dr. Lazar and Ms. Light on the stage, all of your teachers around the room, all of the paraprofessionals that work here, they support you. And if they didn't do their teaching part, you certainly could not do your learning part. So boys and girls, if you would give a round of applause to all of the adults who helped you to get good education. Thank you so much. Once again, thank you to those of you who have joined us on our YouTube channel. You can send the link for this all around the world and show people that are overseas or in different states and celebrate the successes of your children. It takes a team, and we thank you all for partnering with us.